It's androids, and it is androids, and it is androids, and aliens. Hey, everybody, it's Friday night. It's androids, aliens. I'm your host, Troy Valley. Welcome back.
Hey, is that the new theme song?
It's androids, and androids. It's fun.
I could tell that you started liking that more and more as you were doing it. It's very improv, and then you were like, "Wait a minute, this is actually good."
Is this a jam?
It almost
is this a workout
It sounded
jam?
like you. It sounded like you said androids and aliens.
That's what I heard that too, Elliot. I heard the same thing.
That'd be
Androids
fun.
and aliens.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a good show, everybody.
All right.
Good luck, everyone. When last we left our heroes. Oh, how's everybody doing tonight? You guys big water drinkers? Like real water, not fucking soda water. Is that a soda, Matthew, or is that water?
This is genuine water that I have carbonated myself.
Exactly. It's carbonated.
Yep.
You don't like regular water.
He likes the bubbly.
I drink regular water all the time.
Carbonated water.
Every
Get
time,
outta here.
every time I've seen you in the past year, I've been drinking regular water.
Baloney. You carb it up. Grant just crushed a 16
Crush that
ouncer.
water.
Crush that water.
Ready to go, coach. Put me in.
Joe, you
do
like
not
soda
drink
water too.
anywhere. No, not anymore. I'm off it. I'm off of
good.
Yeah, I'm off of club soda, seltzer water. I can't do it anymore. In fact, now look,
do
this
it
is going
anymore.
to sound weird. I know it's going to sound weird, but stick with me on this for a second.
Oh yes.
I had some heart problems that I was feeling in my heart. This is like, I don't know, 6 years ago, 5 years ago, something like that. And I was just like, oh, and I would get these like flutters, like, and it started happening like somewhat regularly. And I was like, I'm not 40 yet, but I think, maybe I should like ask about this. So I get like an EKG or something at the regular doctor, and he's like, I don't really notice any problems, but like if you're feeling that kind of stuff, you should go see a cardiovascular doctor. So I go see a real doctor, and they're asking me these questions about my lifestyle and my cheese intake, etc. And I'm giving pretty honest answers, and they look, pretty shocked and appalled. But in general, they were like, what it really came down to was how much water do you drink? And I told her
how much water?
Oh, sorry.
What is this, Mayor of Easttown?
Sometimes it slips out. How much water do you drink? And I was honest, and it's shocking how little I would drink, especially in a work day. And I'm just sitting on my ass at a desk all day, and I would still not just go fill up water. I wouldn't think of it all day long. And they were like, it really could be that you're just not getting enough water. And they did a stress test and everything looked good. And right around that time, I sort of eased off of just drinking seltzer water when I was home, and just drank regular water and upped my water intake. And I've not had a problem since. Like none of these like little fluttery things. And so like, I really do think it was like dehydration. And I think that seltzer water is a little bit dehydrating. I don't know.
How did
That's what it
you
seems
not
like.
knock yourself out every time you urinated before you changed your water? Like, didn't that just like hit you in the face every time you went to the bathroom?
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. Like everything seemed fine, but I just was like, I definitely wasn't drinking enough water. So
Carbonated water is equally as hydrating or not hydrating as regular water.
I know. I knew you were going to say that with that exact smug tone.
The other thing I was going to bring up is I've seen you drink plenty of soda, which is just carbonated water with candy liquefied into it.
Carbonated candy water.
Well, I don't only drink soda. I drink soda on special occasions when you're around, Matthew. I get excited. And I'm like,
Such
I
a
really,
party
I really
when
want to have
Matthew's
a
around. You got
Pepsi.
to break out the soda.
Yeah. It's like, wait, Matthew's coming? We got to fill up the Diet Pepsis.
Joe, I know what you mean though. Like sometimes you truly are like not actively wanting water, even if your body is so dehydrated. Like your brain just doesn't connect it. And so I've thought about this, and I'm like, do I have rabies? Am I avoiding water to such an extent because I have rabies? But no, I've done the same thing.
But that's one of the most insidious symptoms of dehydration is like it makes you not realize you're thirsty or not really want water. It's such a twisted condition.
I love this picture of Sydney not actually being stoned, just being incredibly sweaty and also having rabies at the same time, wandering the streets of New York, terrifying people as she walks by with her red possum eyes.
Yeah.
Well, she's always out taunting squirrels in the park. And there's a price to pay for that.
And
kind of
passerbyers
behavior.
are offering me water, bottled water. And I'm like, no, I don't want that stuff. Leave me alone.
Again, these are my squirrels.
That would explain a lot. The rabies.
Do you guys not
What would
just...
explain, Matthew?
Did you guys not like whenever I go into the kitchen, I'm like, it's been a while. I just crush like a pint glass of water and then I head back and do what I do.
Yeah,
I
I
bought
should do
this.
that more often.
I bought this for that exact reason, to portion out for myself. So I fill this whole thing with water, and I'm like, you gotta drink it by like 11 a.m., Sid. You gotta get it done. So that's what I do now in the morning.
I don't know how it is with your parents, but like I feel like water drinking is fairly a new thing. Because when I try to get my parents to drink water, they're like, nah, get out of here with that
Old wives' tale.
poison. Like, Ma, will you just drink some water? It's like, I'll just have 19 cups of coffy.
Did your parents grow up in medieval Europe where they would die if
Might
they
have-
drank
They're
water?
very old. They really, the doctors are like, you really should just drink more water. And it's like, oh, God, it's just the poison. They can't do it.
My dad will truly go on and on about what doctors don't know and the actual real restorative and I don't know, healthful properties of wine and light beer. He'll be like, no. He doesn't need more water. You need more beer. Like, not in huge quantities. I'm not a crazy person. But a little bit of beer. It's look at so-and-so. Look at your uncle, blah, blah, blah. He's 96 years old. Has a beer every day. You know, like that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I love those arguments. My grandma, she was for some reason against seatbelts, like super against seatbelts, to a point where she would just have it, but not like lock it into her car, like the car seat. She would just have it so that if the cops saw her, they would see the seatbelt, but like so they wouldn't find her. But she still like wouldn't. She refused to put it put it on.
No, yeah, I've seen very similar things as well.
Yeah,
It's
I knew someone.
seatbelts.
They were like, "Oh, it chafes. The seatbelt chafes me when I put it on." It's like, you know what's going to chafe a lot worse is your face against the pavement after you fly through the windshield. That might be a tad more uncomfortable.
I mean, I think it sounds like what the real problem is, you young whippersnappers trying to tell those more experienced people what to do. So
Yeah, they don't like it.
No.
It's really
I
what
don't
it
like
is.
it.
Skid, you a big water drinker?
I am. I drink gallons and gallons of water normally when I'm at home.
Yeah, it's good for you. Who's
Skid
anybody here
also-
anti-water besides Matthew? No, just Matthew.
well,
Really hot debate topic, the water topic.
it sounds like me and your parents should go hang out at the coffee shop.
I guess so. At the Pepsi store.
Pepsi store.
I love
Down
the
Times
Pepsi
Square,
store.
the Pepsi store.
Pepsi store.
Did you guys see a new Pepsi store opened in Queens?
Troy, do you drink water?
I do. I have this cup. This is my water cup. I just fill it up all day, and then I drink it, and I fill it up again.
Running
I
a
got
little low
How
there,
many of
Troy.
those do you drink in a day? In a regular work day where you're in front of the computer all day?
60.
Okay. So we're not going to get a real answer today.
No, I would say I probably drink 10 of these a day.
Yeah, see, that's astounding to me and amazing and exactly what you should be doing. And I drink maybe 2 or 3, maybe.
Oh, man.
Gotta
How
drink
does-
more
I
water.
does your
just
kidney
forget.
stone, Joe.
I just don't
Yeah.
think of it. Everybody's pee's brown, right? Brown?
Brown, with little droplets of red.
Like leather brown.
Does it make a whistling sound when it comes out of you? Anybody?
Does
Is
it
that just
really
me?
smell like your wallet? Because if so, you're doing it right.
Do you have a lot of clumps or just a few clumps?
I got down to a system though where like I will time it so I don't drink too much before bed, because I was going through a period where I was waking up 7 times to pee because I was drinking too much late into the night. So I know when to stop now and just take a light sip before bed. And I keep water next to my bed. Anybody else keep water next to their bed?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
You gotta keep
You
water.
know,
No,
you
but
know the annoying thing
it
is
gets
when you're.
old.
Oh, sorry.
Water doesn't get old. It's water.
It's already billions of years old. The water.
It does start to. No, Ellie's right. It does start to like if it's water
Bacteria.
from like the previous day,
Not
it tastes a
overnight.
little.
It's gonna be fine.
Yes, it does.
You know.
It's super
Not
disgusting in the
overnight. No,
morning.
you have to leave water out for days for it to even have trace amounts of bacteria.
in sunlight. It has to be in direct sunlight.
In sunlight.
You guys,
with dog pee.
you guys have no taste buds. That's what's happening right here. I have perfect taste and smell for that reason.
This is just your excuse for not leaving water next to your bed.
Yeah, exactly. Troy, do you also have the same problem I do, which is that you are the responsible spouse that brings water to the bedside, and your spouse will turn to you and just be like, "Do you have any water?" In the middle of the night, Angel turns to me, and I have to bail her out every time.
She doesn't bring it, and if she ever asked me, I wouldn't share it because she has the option to bring it, and she just doesn't. But she leaves me alone. I'll just pour it on her face. There's your fucking water. There's your water. Oh, what do you need, a new pillow?
Oh, that's so funny.
Good night.
Don't you guys wait? So when you drink in bed, don't you spill it on you as well? Like I feel like I can't trust myself with food items when I'm asleep.
I think if I were to drink the water completely at an incline, like perpendicular to the ground, but I lean up a little bit and then I take the sip. So no, I don't spill it on myself.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lean up a little bit.
here.
Look at Troy, he's a real pro.
Troy's doing it. Troy, did you spill any? Be honest.
None. Little on my mustache. I'm gonna do the whole episode like this.
Troy, I have to ask: are you at all concerned with the current level of water in your cup? We have a whole episode to do here, and you're running low.
I thought about this. I was using it as a prop to show how great of a water drinker I was, and now there's not much left.
Look how much water I have. I have a whole.
Oh my gosh! And with fresh lemons.
Yeah, I'm.
It looks like a picture for a group.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I don't want to pour it into a glass because then people will hear that and get pee, like they have to pee. So that's why I have to drink it from the whole thing now. What is this called? Like
That's an 8-ounce glass in your hands.
Looks like you
Clearly.
stole it from a board meeting.
Well, I'm in a boardroom. Like I am.
Well, that explains it.
I'm getting bored of this bit. Let's get on to the fucking show here. Last week was a little Matthew Capitacasa, and by that I mean hairy. Things got a little hairy when the undead dwarfs came for you. They strangled Linnea with a nat 20, took away 2 points of con damage. You guys have been rocking and rolling since the beginning of this book without rest. You've been burning stamina to try and recoup some energy, some HP. But now you're in a tough spot here. You took some damage. There's one room left to explore, and you're still down 2 security cards. Now, when you came in here 2 weeks ago, you looked in this unopened cabinet and saw slots for security cards, but there was no security card there. You've got this cabinet. You've got the desk with a computer. You've got cells that are locked, and you've got bodies. What do you want to do?
I think Frisk would like to take a 10-minute rest, burn another resolve before doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10-minute rest, burn a resolve.
Bless you.
Get back your stam.
Did anyone take hit point damage besides me?
No.
Yet.
No, I don't even need a 10-minute rest. I just could really use a long rest. My issue is spell slots, not anything else. So
Yeah, Dax does not need a short rest, and nor a long rest. So I'll just do whatever everybody else wants.
I could use a long rest because I'm low on resolve and almost out of spells.
Can we take a long rest? Isn't like aren't we in some sort of urgent? Like, isn't there an urgency to this situation?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Speaking of urgency, we have to check the emergency blinky thing and our treasure.
Yeah.
That's right. Treasure.
Treasure. Maybe the
Yeah, like,
treasure is a long rest. Maybe it's a pocket dimension
Yeah.
and we could go inside and sleep.
Yeah, I think at the very least, during a short rest, Callum and Dax could try to sift through treasure / I don't know, search the bodies. I don't know if any of the treasure is on these dwarf zombies, but I'd also like to look at where they came from, like lift up these floorboards and examine underneath.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder.
Troy?
What do you want to do? I thought you were still talking amongst yourselves.
We want treasure.
All right,
we want all the treasure.
Who's taking a rest and who's looking for treasure?
Dax is looking for treasure.
Callum is looking for treasure.
Okay.
I'll
and
take
the
a
rest
10-minute
of you
rest.
taking short rest.
I'm resting.
Seiyun's looking for
I'm
treasure.
resting.
So
Okay.
3 and 3.
Okay, great. So those of you looking around see a couple things. You see that on the body of one of these creatures, and the creatures all have guns, knives, and microcord 3. Nothing really earth-shattering for any of you, but one of them has a security card on their person.
Okay.
Okay.
One
Okay.
more
So-
down.
The missing security card has been found. You now
And sorry,
have
is it another
3.
bone finger?
It is another bone finger, yeah. So now you have 3, which will give you certain bonuses to hack the system. Obviously, you know that it was a very difficult check. You ideally would like that 4th one to be able to put your best effort forward and not have it cause some crazy countermeasure that could really hurt you. Then you look around the rest of the room. I told you there was a computer there, which you're welcome to hack afterwards, but in the meantime, you see in the cabinet behind the desk are some items. There is a serum, there is a grappler, and 100 feet of adamantine cable, an advanced med kit, a pouch of 9 plasma sapphires. These are magical jewels worth 1,500 credits each.
Wow.
Jesus.
Which all shine with the light equal to a beacon without using any power source.
Cool.
And a 10th jewel appears to be a slightly brighter plasma sapphire, but it's not. It's something else radiating magic. Stands out from the other jewels. So you've got a serum you want to look at, and you want to look at this 10th jewel in disguise.
Yeah, Dax
Yeah.
is like, Callum, could you possibly examine this further?
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. And Callum is familiar with like treasure before, just from his past. He knows like guns and he knows goods, but I would like to do, what do you think, a mysticism check on this?
Sure. You want to wait? Mysticism on the?
The jewel, the gem?
Yeah, go for it. Mysticism.
Okay. To see, I guess, if it's magical or... Where's my dice? Where's my good dice? Oh, wait. Okay. That's 7. That's a natural 17 plus my 15 mysticism.
All right. This is what I'll tell you. I'll tell you it is a standard photon crystal. So photon crystals add compressed photonic energy to a weapon strike, which adds fire damage and the potential to burn the target. In this case, this is a standard photon crystal, which adds 3d6 fire and the ability, and it would be 2d6 burn on a crit.
On a melee?
Just says to a weapon strike, so yeah, I would think it's like a Solarian weapon crystal.
Damn. Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
Callum relays the info to the group.
Can you
I'll
put that
roll-
in a battle ribbon?
Well,
I don't see why not.
I might battle. I have a lot of, but I mean, I'd rather put it in my new ultra thin sword.
Oh,
that I
I mean,
upgraded.
I meant, yeah, you're ultra thin.
Yeah, I would love
Does
to
it
do
count
that.
as an infusion? Is that what that is?
It actually is a Solarian crystal, so I don't think anyone can use it.
You can't use it.
Oh,
Ah.
Oh, it's a Solarian weapon crystal. Only
Yeah.
Solarians can. Oh, it's
Yeah.
a 14th level item too.
Why?
man.
Why did Qualo make the ultimate sacrifice?
Read the book.
Who's he thinking?
I
Maybe
thought
we
it'd be
could
some-
barter. Maybe we could barter with it or sell it or trade it for something.
I've
Barter would be
heard
good.
from I've heard
Selling is the
from.
worst. Sorry.
Didn't Joe say that Troy never barters with us? Like that's not a thing he does.
I'm not changing the item. The serum is a serum of enhancement, and these are each linked to it's like a vial of performance enhance. It's steroids basically. They can give you bonuses based on what type of serum of enhancement it is, and this one is the Commando serum of enhancement. So you drink it or shoot it up, and it lasts for an hour. You get a +2 insight bonus to acrobatics and athletics checks, and you gain temporary hit points equal to half its level. Half its level, I'm assuming the level of the item. Maybe not.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
I would love some serum.
Yeah.
Give it a serum.
Yeah, it's level 5, so I guess you would... It's a level 5 item. I don't know if that means the creature gains +2 insight bonus to acrobatics, and it gains temporary hit points equal to half its level. No, I think it'd be half your own level in hit points. So what level are you guys now? 14, 13?
11.
11.
Oh, I have no fucking idea. All right, so you get 5 hit points. All right, so it's stupid.
How old are you now? 7, 8,
7, 8?
Yeah, I
Alright,
mean,
so it's not that great.
Callum hands over the stuff, but he's like, I don't really think this is good for me, but maybe you guys.
What's it called again? What kind of serum?
Serum enhancement. Commando.
Got it.
I'm more interested, Troy, in that distress signal. Like, was this just a trap? What is the outcome of finding this? Did someone actually set this off? Did the zombies set it off pre-turning into zombies, or?
The trap, you mean the beacon?
Yeah, the beacon.
Yeah. So you can't tell just by looking at it. Maybe if you hack into the computer, you might be able to get some more information.
Callum shrugs at Friss and holds the beacon.
You guys hear it now in your communicator. Wom, 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 wom.
Can I take a look at it? Could do an engineering check or something on it?
Yeah, sure. It's just a distress beacon. It doesn't seem to have any other interesting things about
Let me
it.
go after. Let me try to hack the computer then.
Yeah.
Let me check for traps. 30.
Yeah, God, it's just so stupid. There's really no way to know if it's trapped. So, but you know what? 30 is enough to hack in, and it's not trapped. This is something we just got wrong for a long time. There's really no perception to see if there's countermeasures on a computer. You just have to kind of roll in and hope. But it needs some work, we'll say. The hacking system here. So you're in.
Okay.
And you see the ability to open and close the cell doors. If you wanted to, and you see a log of the prisoners, who they are when they began their incarceration, when they were removed.
Praise it dutifully.
You look at it and you see that the cells right now should contain 4 creatures, 4 dwarf form corporeal undead. Their names are unknown and their loyalties are unknown. And they were imprisoned 6 months ago. There are no notes of these prisoners ever being released. According to what you're reading, they should still be in there. But the cells are empty, and you just fought 4 dwarf undead. So you think, using your powers of deduction, that they were prisoners of the corpse fleet. You don't know what they did. There's no list of that in there. And maybe they're using this starfight outside to break out of their cells, and they lit up the beacon themselves to try and maybe draw you guys in or draw in somebody so they could sneak out. Probably makes sense that they were trying to draw guards in so they could give them the old stormtrooper switcheroo and then get the hell out. But you're the ones that picked up on the beacon.
Okay.
Now, Commander Malachar would have known probably that there was an error and did nothing about it. So,
all right, I'm gonna open all the cell doors.
okay. You open all the cell doors, and I can just tell you there's nothing of import in any of them.
Did we find anything when we did a perception check at the floors, as Joe asked earlier? Like, did they come out of it like as magic, or were there vents?
They were just like sliding, like a drop ceiling. They were sliding panels. So when they broke out, they must have hid under there and waited for someone to come into the room so they could jump out. And you were the ones that jumped out.
But there's no sign, and there's no sign as to how they broke out.
No.
Okay. I wonder if she just let them out. But no, that doesn't make sense. Why would they do the beacon? Anyway, I have a concern that is not of a hit point or spell nature. It is of a battery pack nature.
Oh.
I have fired off a lot of batteries since we got in here, and I've already switched out my battery once, and I'm running low on multiple batteries. Is there anything that would represent a battery charging station in here? In any of this area? With all this tech around?
Yeah, I would say that at this point of the game, you guys are smart enough to be able to rig these computers to steal battery power.
Okay. I didn't know if they mentioned it in the book or anything. If it's at this point, it's not supposed to be cared about. But I was actually tracking it. Luckily, Hero Lab does a good job of letting you do that. And that is when you do 3 shots around, it goes fast.
Yeah, there's stuff in the book that's usually this would be an interesting place for the PCs to recharge their battery. I don't give a shit. It's just so stupid.
It's insane. I think in the book, you can't recharge your batteries in your ship. It's like the fusion generator in a ship isn't powerful enough. It can travel through hyperspace or the drift, but it can't recharge a battery.
Well, how do you get it in your ship? Do you have to buy a battery recharging station with the build points?
Yeah, I think that is one of the things you can.
Yeah, one of the options.
I think that's one of the things you can get.
From the rule book, it says, at the GM's discretion, some larger starships might have onboard recharging stations.
Yeah.
But
it's a fusion reactor. I'm just saying, it's a fusion reactor.
What I'm more interested in is something you might not even be tracking. Obviously, you should be tracking, but I can't be tracking you tracking it. Is knowing if you've got one shot left before your battery dies, and it would affect an actual combat. Out of combat, I figure you could just fucking recharge it anywhere. But if you were actually tracking it and you realize I've only got one shot left on this, and a new enemy, then it would be important. But I can't.
I had a battery since we came in here, which I considered full, and I got it down to 5. And I just swapped it out between combats because I was basically I don't want to start a combat with 5 in there. So I just switched it out. And that was that Kishali battery. And if I remember correctly, that automatically recharges after 24 hours or something.
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
So that's why once I got that, I was I'll never have to worry about this again. But now we've done multiple combats and we have not rested. It's not been 24 hours. Anyway, don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but
you can use I have a Kishali battery too if you want to just take mine because it's for my Hailstorm, which I don't really use anymore. So
okay, great. And I'll just give you a regular battery with 5 things in it. That's the other one.
Yeah, we'll swap them out. Yeah.
And also, a lot of the creatures you've been fighting have weapons that you're not interested in, but some of those weapons have batteries that you could just take.
Yeah,
and
that's
mix
true.
and match.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's just that type of minutia doesn't really interest me. I don't think it interests you guys all that much either.
You know what I like? We played a couple different games that have a couple different mechanics for this, which I really like. And one was Warhammer, Wrath and Glory. Had a mechanic that was if you roll a 1 on the 1 die, you're out of ammo. It's just and you have to spend an action to swap out your ammo. It's that's perfect because you're in the middle of the fight, click, 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 click.
Yeah. That's way better. It's great.
Remind me to tell you, maybe not. Sorry, Ellie. Remind me to tell you, if not this episode, the next episode, or kind of before we move on to the next stage, the story of these dwarves, because I think it's interesting, but I can't tell you now, and there's no other way you would find it out. But it's just kind of a fun tidbit that, it adds depth to the story, but you would never know, which is
what is that about? How is there any possible role in the story to find out?
So, for example, No, it's
That's
not,
what I'm saying. Sometimes you're this is so cool, and there's no mechanical way for the players to know this awesome little story.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's just a reason I can't tell you.
Yeah, go ahead, Ellie.
I was just gonna say I also have con damage left, and I have con damage,
right.
and I need to rest a whole night as well. But that was So I don't know if we should decide whether we should rest or not. But
Resting would get 1 point back. You get 1 point per day. Resting, if it works like Pathfinder.
it does. It does. It's just more like. It's more like, can we rest for a whole night? Because I think you said last time that we had like a bit of an urgent.
You know what? We might be all right. Like, look, I mean, it's up to us, but like, it's possible we're okay, right? I mean, we're in a brig. Like, can't we just like lock it down and like literally use these beds for bed rest and just keep a watch? I don't know. It just seems feasible, but I understand if you want to push on and at least look at this last room. I don't need to rest, but
I think we should rest as well. But I wasn't sure how much of the end of the world is literally coming. If this is the end game and we should just we're supposed to be on the edge of dying.
Well, I understand, but I think that's
always on an enemy ship. I mean,
yeah,
we'd have to figure out, and with no atmospheres, we'd have to figure out where we would rest.
I mean, what about here? Can't we lock ourselves into this area? There's beds, like...
Yeah, but there's no air.
Yeah, there's no atmosphere.
Can we not leave our suits on?
Well, I don't know I know in Pathfinder there's a whole penalty for not being able to take your armor off, like sleeping in your armor. I don't know if that's true for Starfinder. But,
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't want to sleep in a spacesuit.
Yeah.
Personally.
I remember reading something about that too.
Let's just find an area of 0G and then sleep in our spacesuits. Then we can just
that's
float.
Easy.
And why would there be a penalty? There's not like there's anything pressing on you.
So your two issues are you have two issues you're dealing with rest. Is one, there's a major firefight going on outside, and a weapon capable of destroying the universe is within sight. So you just don't know what the timetable for that is. And then the second thing is you are enemy stowaways on a ship, and while you've taken out the commanders on this level, you have to think, especially with all those cybernetic zombies, it's only a matter of time before people know that there's a problem on this deck, that they can turn their attention to this deck. So it's really a roll of the dice either way.
Yeah, but it's also like, if they're going to eventually turn their attention to this deck, wouldn't we want to be well rested when they found us, rather than going in and trying? We don't get much of an advantage from getting the jump on them if we've got no spells and Linnea's got no hit points.
Yeah,
I feel
I have hit points, but I'm thinking, I think mechanically, of course, it makes sense to rest, but I think it's more like for story, would it make sense to rest in an enemy ship when the world is ending? That's what I'm like.
Just take a nap.
Yeah,
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you. Now let's take a nap.
Well, not just a nap, like a full night freaking sleep, take off or put on my pajamas and everything, get comfortable.
Well, I mean, it's a strategic choice, and it's something a lot of generals go through, right? There's only so much you can put an army through a forced march, and when 3 of your people in your crew are spellcasters and they're totally depleted, you might be forced to take a rest when you don't want to.
Yeah, you're also sort of picturing it as everybody getting in their pajamas and closing their eyes and going to sleep, when that's not the case. It's sort of do what you need to do to get your energy up, while Dax is literally waiting at the door with a gun. You know what I mean? We know we're in a very dangerous situation, but rest, in my opinion, is possible. We could also look in this other room and just see what's there, because there might be an answer in there. Who knows?
I mean, I'm obsessed with that room, but I do think if we're gonna rest, then let's just rest right now and then move on tomorrow when we have everything we need.
I think it's time for the captain to just decide.
Yeah.
Captain.
Well, where are we? We found one more security key, right?
Yeah.
So you've got 3 out of 4.
And there's one more room.
And we think we're going to need all 4 to get. I mean, if we're in story, if we're in story, I think Cuz could be let's push on and do this last room, see if we can get the security key. That might give us a great advantage in finding a place to rest.
That's true.
Mechanically, though, if no one can do anything, what's the point? So, I mean, how far down in spells? I mean, I'm pretty far down. I can't cast anything but first level spells. How bad are the other spellcasters?
I have 1 4th level, 2 3rd level. Or no, I have 3 3rd, 1 2nd, 4 first. But the thing with my spells is like they don't do damage. My spells are good in very specific situations. So like for me to use them, they might be helpful, but I don't know. I'm more concerned for like Kreska and those spells.
Yeah, I mean, I can. The other really infuriating thing about playing a mystic in this final book is that everybody we're fighting is undead. So all of my mind affecting spells.
Yeah, none of them.
My connection specifically.
That's tough.
Yeah, that's my other thing. I'm like, oh, I could give them the bleed effect or like something
mine too. Like so much of my trick attack is bleed if I want to use it, but I can't. Nothing bleeds.
Yeah. So my vote is let's push on and do the final room, unless we're mechanically at a point where we should rest.
All right, let's do it.
Dax is 100% fine to go.
Yeah, and Linnea too. And I want to get into this room, man.
Yeah.
So Dax, you want to go and check it out?
Aye, Captain. Let's go.
Well, I'm captain. Okay.
I was looking past you over your shoulder. Captain.
All right.
At the real captain.
I think Linnea, for a moment, she was like, "What if I was the captain?" But then she brushes it off. Ooh.
Are you having seditious thoughts?
Mutiny!
Mutiny!
What did you say? All right.
Oh my
Linnea
God.
and
Oh my
Dax walks up to the door. The first door we should have just walked in when we came in here, but instead we left it till last. The build up, the hype. This has been like a 2-month-long hype train.
Yep.
Door. What's it gonna be?
Freaking door.
Linnea, I think you have to do the honors.
You got it, Captain.
Where's everybody else?
Chris is just south of the door, behind Linnea, trusting in her ability to get things done.
All right.
It's the way he said it. It really seemed like he didn't mean it.
I know,
Dax
right?
Dax is next to Linnea. Kreska is next to Dax. Callum is scooting up behind. What about Seyun there, conveniently in the back?
Seyun is not
3 rooms
conveniently in the
away.
back. Seyun was not consulted at all about her spell level and what she needed to rest. So
I'm sorry.
out of
Are you
fourth
not
and third
part of
level,
the
Matthew,
everyone?
don't talk over me like you already did before earlier in the episode. I'm out of spells, so I'm going to stay back and try to do things safely for my character because I can't rest.
Can we get the court reporter read back what I originally said was how are everyone else
Yes,
doing on
and
spells?
before I was able to report in, the rest of the team made a decision to move forward without me, so I was not able to input anything, Matthew.
You're just picturing Seyun in the back. I just... And everybody's like, time to go to the next room. Ready, Dax? Yes,
Please hand
Linnea.
Seyun a handgun and be like, just get going.
All right.
Let's do this.
Linnea has her ultra thin sword out, and with one hand, by the way, it's a one-handed sword, and she's gonna kick up the door. No need for stealth, because I suck at stealth. And yeah. So
And now-
I run in.
And now, a word from our sponsor. It's locked.
That was amazing.
So I break my foot,
Yep.
and
You take 2d6 worth of damage. Ooh, 11. 11.
Jesus Christ.
If you just, you hear the ankle snap.
man.
Yeah, no, it's locked like every other door you guys have encountered thus far in the hangar.
And has Friss opened all of them, or did we find a key? I can't remember.
Friss had been opening them for the most part, yeah.
We did
Easy
find a key though, didn't we?
engineering or computers check. You may have.
Doctor, would you mind taking a look? Dax will take a step back, allow Friss to get in front of him, and he'll just have the gun trained like over Friss's head in case anything tries to come up.
All right. Get a doctor a chance to perform some surgery on this door.
I'll attempt to aid with. Is it engineering you're doing?
Yeah, I'm doing engineering.
Yeah, all right. And I successfully aid. So
With the 837.
he offers a tip.
You unlock it. Now,
All right.
Linnea.
I
Step
back away
aside.
again.
Yeah, Dr. Friss steps aside. Dax steps up next to Linnea. And then Dax kicks the door open. No, I'm just kidding. Do your thing.
This is how it's done. Yeah, all right. Linnea enters the room.
The floor of the chamber is completely covered in gravel, which stretches wall to wall, and it's heaped in small hills and shallow hollows. The walls of the chamber are scored and covered in small dents in the metal. And large sections are slightly discolored in what appears to be like spray patterns, like throw a bucket of paint on the wall. But the walls seem structurally sound. The area is thick with dust, and right when you open the door, there's just this thin layer of dust in the air, hovering over the gravel pit. To the left of the doors, the south on this map, you see a metal cabinet with a large handle. What do you do?
Callum sees this when Linnea kicks in the door, and he goes, wait. Hold on, don't move. And I'm going to cast Psychokinetic Hand, and I'm going to send my Psychokinetic Hand in through the room to open the cabinet. I'm going to jiggle that handle, see if it's locked.
Ooh.
You send the hand in, and you jiggle the handle. Can you see through the hand to do so?
I assume it's like a spectral hand.
But I think you have to have line of sight to wherever the hand is. It's around the corner.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And then I move up
to direct the hand.
Yeah, I move up to where.
Wait. Don't walk in the room.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm moving up.
Right now you're sharing a space with Linnea on my screen, but that might be a roll 20 issue, so I'll put you right where Dax was.
Okay. Oh, no.
Dax, are you moving in the room, or is this just a roll 20?
I'm going to step in the room.
What?
Okay, and Linnea, I guess.
Because you can't see the box.
Wait, hold on. We're not there yet. Like, so he can't. So you're ruling she can't see the box.
I'm sorry. Where's the box? Show me the box one more time.
The box is right around the corner of the door.
Okay. Why can't I Scooby-Doo style poke my head in and send my arm around with my Psychokinetic Hand?
Yeah, no, you sure can. But Linnea and Dax are moving into the room. So either Linnea and Dax are going to move in, and then Callum can do that, or one of you, Linnea or Dax, has to move so Callum can get an angle.
All right, I'll move back if you'd like, and you can dip
I was thinking I was doing it with Linnea because I was having the conversation saying, Linnea, hold on and let me do it. But whoever, doesn't matter.
No, it's cool. All right, so you send the Psychokinetic Hand in, looking around the corner at the box. The hand goes in, and it lifts the latch, and the door swings open. And from where you're standing, you see several things inside, but you can't really see from that angle what they are. It's full.
I will lean past Callum and use my own Psychokinetic Hand to see if I can see that there is an object, to try to pull it out and bring it to us.
There are several objects.
First one.
So we'll roll randomly to see what you grab.
All right.
Your hand comes back with a dose of spray flesh.
Whoa.
Spray flesh.
Okay.
The medicine thing,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
All right, I'll do another one.
Okay. You send your hand in, and you pull out a tier 3 sedative.
Oh.
Oh, Callum wants to do it. Callum goes, oh, my turn. And he sends his hand in.
What'd you get?
These are cool. I want one.
It's like the claw game.
That's exactly.
Callum sends the hand in, and the hand fumbles around in there, and you see it pull out a gun. And as the gun is floating back towards you, at that moment, you hear a rumble, and 2 enormous creatures come bursting out of the gravel pits.
Oh, yeah.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, amazing. I can't believe nobody walked in there. I totally would have walked right into this wonderful trap, and it could have been wonderful, but you had to be so careful.
I was like,
Holy
this is
shit.
quite a little box to have medical supplies on a ship full of dead people.
Yeah.
And a gun.
And a sedative. Like, we're going to have to put that. Callum, you need to dive in the room, first action, jam the sedative into the creatures.
Callum is
That'll
dangling the gun
definitely
with his spectral hand. He's like, ah.
All right, let's see what everybody got here. Linnea.
I got a 31.
31. Linnea.
Yeah.
Sayan.
8.
8 for Sayan. Dr. Friss.
32.
32 for Dr. Friss. Callum.
Damn.
18.
18 for Callum. Dax.
25.
25 for Dax. Kreska.
23.
Oh,
Man, we are a fast bunch this week.
Yeah.
All right, let me
on.
show you what these creatures look like.
Oh, geez.
Please describe
Whoa.
the Johns. Ooh.
They're
Oh.
pretty large. Let's see if we can give you a good, accurate description. They're like giant worms, but they're
Sandworms.
honestly
Sandworms of
they're
Arrakis.
they're like giant space worms, and they have these long spines coming out of their back and kind of covering their body. Big purple-hued fucking gravel worms. It is round 1, and it is Dr. Friss's turn.
Oh, wow.
Dr. Friss hearing Arrakis and Space Worm gets super excited.
Gets
It's just
immediately
like, oh, I'm
pumped.
such a fan. I want to see. Give me their autograph. And he comes around behind Linnea and is going to try to do. Well, first he's going to try to identify them. Are they undead? Do they look undead? Like
They
other
do
stuff
not
in here?
look undead, but you would know that they must be able to breathe with no atmosphere. They are animals. So is
Okay.
it nature? I don't know what it is in Starfinder.
I will do a life science.
Life
Science.
science, thank you.
That is a 35.
Okay, these are creatures known as Cernox. What is going to be important for you to know? You rolled really high. So they have these corrosive spines that if they grapple you and you remain grappled, they deal acid damage to you. They can also fire an acid jet at you in a line, and you think, oh, that's probably what all these spray patterns are on the wall, them trying to maybe get out. And yeah, they have no breath, so nothing can hurt them that requires breathing.
Okay. Look out! They spit acid.
Can they? Do we think they'd be able to move in an area that's not the sand and gravel? Like, could they come out the door?
Yeah, you have no reason to believe they couldn't. They're really strong.
All right.
See their muscles.
I'm going to fire off a trick attack.
Okay.
Oh, natty 17. That is a 29 to hit.
29 to hit is a hit. Flat-footed.
Awesome. And that's 30 points of damage.
Which
30.
one, Friss? The top one or the bottom one?
The bottom one, sorry.
Bottom
Okay.
one. Okay, 30 points of damage.
And I am going to give it bleed.
Yes, living creatures bleed.
Yes, I'm not gonna waste it.
Little persistent bleed. Okay, keep me honest with that. I put an icon on them. Oh, there it is. You can't really see it. It's hidden behind this guy here. I'll bring
Yeah,
it
are
in the
they?
front. There you go.
Aren't they like sharing a space they can't share?
Oh, they are. I'm sorry.
Theoretically?
Yeah, I'll put him down below. Now you can see it. There you go. Yeah, these are large creatures. They take up a
Okay.
10-foot space. So Frisk stands up, identifies them, gives you some information, fires off a trick attack, hits, and does bleed damage to it. Linnea, it is your turn.
All right, I'm gonna move up to the bottom one as well and attack it with my ultra thin sword.
Okay, you move right up to it. Even if it had reach, you're acting before it does, so it cannot
Yeah.
take an attack of opportunity.
Yes, so it's 22 on the die. It's a shitty roll.
22 on the die? What kind of die are you
no,
using?
no,
A
no, sorry. On
D100?
the other, sorry, 6 on the die. 22 total.
22
Sorry, haven't
against
done that.
CAC is a miss. So Linnea steps into the room and misses, and now it is one of the creature's turn. In fact, it's the one up top, and that one shoots acid at Callum and Dax. A line attack. The way it works with a line attack is it's an attack roll, and it's just one roll, and it goes against the AC of each person. Once someone's AC stops it, it stops the attack from going on. We'll see if it's critical. We'll deal with that. So here we go. First one, of course, will be Callum, which is perfect.
Sorry, I'd love to play the role of David Winters tonight.
Please.
I believe you are carrying over Pathfinder rules that don't exist in Starfinder. I don't believe you start combats flat-footed in Starfinder. I'm 90% sure he has said this before.
The only reason I thought that is I looked it up earlier, and it said you do.
You do when you are surprised. When you are surprised, you're flat-footed for the surprise round. It says it specifically. During combat, combatants who are surprised at the start of battle have the flat-footed condition. As a result, et cetera, et cetera. I remember him saying this before. Is it ringing a bell for anybody else that just...
Yeah, no, I'm reading that. It's true. I skipped over the part that says, if you are surprised. I just felt like if you hadn't gone yet. But yeah, we are carrying that rule over. So
there should be an AOO on Linnea. In fact, there could be as many as 2.
Yes. Linnea, I'll let you. If you don't want to run in there and incur 2 attack of opportunities, it's up to you. But I'm going to take the damage away that you did to it. If you want to go up there and attack, then I'm going to have them try to attack you.
Well, I thought I moved in a way that I wouldn't incur an attack of opportunity from the top one.
You just
There's
moved
only one
directly
way
at
in.
them. Yeah.
They
We
both
thought
have reach?
erroneously that because they were flat-footed, they couldn't take an attack of opportunity, but they're not flat-footed, so they can.
Okay. Yeah, then that's dumb. That's really dumb then for me too. Or should however, if they do take an attack of opportunity on me, 30 juicy
points of damage. Yeah.
Well, but the thing is, if they do take an attack of opportunity on me, then they can't take an attack of opportunity on the others, right? Because
theoretically,
yes. Theoretically, yeah.
And she is pretty strong.
Yeah. So you'd have to be crazy brave.
The other question is, Ellie, are you just going to run in and fight them at some point anyway? Would you switch to ranged combat for the remainder of this?
I was gonna have melee attack anyway, so in that way, I'd rather put myself in a position for cleave. So then I'm gonna just move straight in, if that's okay, and then just take the attack of opportunities.
Great. Yeah, it makes sense. It's what you're going to do anyways, but it could get ugly if I get hot here. So 2 bites are coming at you. Let me get my hot D20. First bite is going to be a 38 to hit.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Okay, that's 38.
Oh, they have some serious... that means they're going to grapple easily, too.
And it's going to be a ton of damage. It's going to be 25 points of damage. And then the second bite is going to be a 37 to hit.
Oh, Jesus.
And that one, oh, God, 28 points of damage.
Okay, I am going to use my prevent wounds, and I'm going to take 5d4 points of damage away from that for you, Ellie, and spend a resolve point.
Nice.
I'll roll that online, then I'll tell you, Ellie.
Okay, prevent wounds as a reaction. Whenever you or an ally within 100 feet takes HP damage, you can spend a resolve point to prevent 1d4 points of that damage for every 2 Witch Warper levels you have. All right, so yeah, you just got lit up. What was it, 25 and 28 or 26 and 28? I can't remember.
I took away 17 points, Ellie. So minus the 17 off your 28.
Nice.
Give yourself 17 back if you've already taken the damage. All right, so just remember, Callum, you've used your reaction. Now, it still is this creature's turn, and it will be firing a line attack at Callum and Dax. Here we go. Here comes the acid jet.
Would that provoke as a ranged attack from Linnea? Ooh. Does it have the descriptor that it's a ranged attack?
It is a ranged attack, so
Yay!
Yeah, it's weird. I guess that would provoke.
Yeah.
We provoke
It does
each
seem
other.
strange for that to provoke, where it's not a gun, but it falls under ranged attack. So yeah, go.
We've also done this before. I'm pretty sure that natural ranged attacks still provoke.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Another bad roll. 23 against CAC.
That's a miss. And I rolled a 35, which will hit both Callum and Dax with the acid jet.
Yeah.
Here comes some damage. 8, 9, 18 points of acid damage to both of you.
All right.
And then that creature is going to... Linnea's already used her reaction, so it will move right up to the
Oh my
door.
God! It's closing Linnea off from the rest of us.
Yeah, so
So
it's
it has blocked up the door.
It's blocked up the door
Jesus Christ.
and trapped Linnea in there, meaning that if you want to move into the room, you'll have to try to move through its space. And it's an enormous worm. And Linnea just got hit for over 50 points of damage. Those 17 points of it were taken away. This just got real. The room that Linnea craved to look into more than any other. The room that you were so confident contained vampires. Maybe your coffin instead. It is Dax's
man.
turn.
Oh
Dax's
no!
Midnight Runners.
Yeah, I knew exactly what I was doing until it moved up to the door. Now this is gonna get really bad. Okay.
Wow.
Oh, this is gonna be hard. Let's see.
Oh man.
Okay.
I can feel it in your voice.
Yeah. Okay. Shit. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and try it to do my best to help Linnea. I am going to try to tumble through the creature's space.
Oh yeah.
So Dax is going to attempt to roll through and under it while it's like doing its wormish thing.
Okay.
Here we go.
To move through an enemy space is, and this, I don't think this has been eroded, maybe it has, is 20 plus 1.5 the opponent's CR.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Acrobatics check.
really almost
Do you have
certain
any
fail.
commando serum?
I have it on my sheet, but I'm like, I'm not going to drink that right now.
Now, what do you think, Joe? Depending on how you're going to move, this is a large creature. If you're tumbling through more than one space, I think you have to roll the check twice.
It adds.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do.
doesn't-
I would disagree with that, but if that's the way you want it, I feel like 20 plus 1.5 times the creature CR is you're getting through the creature.
If you attempt
But-
to move through multiple threatened spaces or opponent spaces during the same round, you must succeed at a check for each space. And here's the kicker, Joe. The DC of each check beyond the first increases by 2.
Yeah, I remember
Well,
that.
I don't
had
have
to. Do
to.
that.
I actually don't have to move through multiple. I could turn, so I could go. I could move through one of its squares and be fine.
Right.
So
then
that
you'd
is-
be,
that
then
is
you'd just be
possible.
moving into a space that it threatens, but moving away from an actual space to a space it threatens, you'd be okay. It's then if you wanted to move again that you'd have to roll. Yeah. So you move up. So you want to kind of slide diagonally into the room. That's tricky, Joe. It's tricky business, but
I'm not sliding diagonally. I'm going through its space. You know, I'm going.
right. But where did you start the round?
Started the round behind Callum.
Okay. So you move up one space.
Correct.
And then you-
Next to Callum.
All right, give me your acrobatics roll to see if you move onto its space, through its space.
Well, does that first step provoke?
Yes, because it
No,
has
but-
10 feet of reach.
Right.
But
So
didn't-
I'd have to
didn't-
roll like 100 rolls. This is so stupid.
Yeah, because of the 10 feet of reach. Sorry, I forgot about this. So because of 10 feet of reach, moving into that first space, unless you take a guarded step, that doesn't really help you here. You could do a guarded step and then a move action. Moving into that first space, because of its 10 feet of reach, you have to try and avoid that AOO. Then, moving through its space is a harder check that will now go up by 2 because it's the second time you've provoked this round.
Yeah, and I'm estimating right now, we're looking at my acrobatics, that I'll have to roll a natural 15 to get it, and then it's only going to go up after that. So yeah, I can't do it. It's mechanically impossible, and I have a 22 dexterity, and I've put a point in acrobatics every level, and this is impossible. So sorry, Linnea. I really wanted to do something cool, but I can't because of the rules of the game.
It's not your fault. The game doesn't want you to do anything fun, different, or cool.
All right, I am going to activate a haste circuit to start, just because I'm going to need that eventually. So I will activate a haste circuit. I believe that's a swift action. And then I am going to... I'm going to just fire multiple times, and I'll take the AOO, because I don't think I can move and then fire in the same round that I trigger the...
So the good news is Linnea already triggered their AOOs this round, so you're not going to provoke, but I think you still have to roll to move through their space, don't you?
Yes, I still have to roll. All right, well, that changes a lot of things. So I do still have to roll to move through their space. It wouldn't provoke if I fail. I would just not be able to move into the room if I fail, which is what I was thinking. But since this creature went since it attacked Linnea, I thought that it reset its AOOs.
It triggered on Linnea's turn, so I usually have it reset again when it comes back around to when it first did.
Yeah.
I don't know what the right way is to do it.
That's fine. I'm just going to trigger. I'm just going to trigger a haste circuit as a swift action. Mm-hmm. Then I'll move and attack with full round. I don't know why I couldn't do that. Oh, is it because you can't? Whatever. Let me just. I'm just going to take the AOO. I'll trigger the haste circuit. Take the AOO if you want to do it, but I'm going to fire three. I'm going to fire 3 times at the creature in the doorway, and I'll just try to crit 3 times. And Friss's knowledge check didn't reveal anything about resistances to any kind of energy, right?
Correct. But you figure if it's shooting acid, it probably has some sort of acid resistance.
Okay, so here we go. First shot is a 30 to hit against EAC.
Oh.
30 will hit.
30 will hit, and that'll be 24 points of damage.
Great. Nice.
Second shot is a 27 against EAC.
That'll hit as well.
And that is great. That's 28 damage.
Ooh. Huge.
Really good roll. And then third one is 25 against EAC.
25 against EAC is a hit as well.
Oh my God, awesome.
18, 16, 14, back to back to back. Phenomenal. Wow. And then that is 23 points of damage.
Okay.
All electricity and fire.
All right. Who needs to go through when you can just blast?
I never thought I'd hit all 3.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Phenomenal.
it just gets so mind-numbing when you're like, well, do you get an attack moving towards friend's space? I don't think even David might have shaved off a minute for us, but it's hard between wanting to do it right and wanting to do it fun. But at least you got 3 good hits off.
I know, and I get it, and all I see it as is the creature, the worm, it's just moving too much. You can't get through its space. It's going to grab you no matter how you
Yeah, if anything, moving up and not provoking, if it's already used its AOO, is one thing. Moving through its space, it's just, you won't provoke, but it would stop your movement. And then
it's just such a high DC, 20 plus 1.5 times. I mean, if it's a CR10, CR9 creature, that's a 30 DC, 35.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys don't kill this, it could very easily kill Linnea.
That's why I wanted to get in there and try something, but...
Well, luckily, Kreska will go before the other one.
Okay, Kreska is going to move around the back of her compatriots and crew members to get a different angle on these guys. She's going to stand next to Seiyun.
Okay.
And then I'm going to need this creature to please roll a will save.
A will
there
save.
We go.
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
You're back.
let's see what we got. Ooh, not good. 17.
That is a fail, my friend, and that is a 3rd level mind thrust.
Yes.
So let's roll 7d10 and see what happens.
Oh my God.
Finally, an enemy with a mind.
45 points of damage.
Oh
Amazing.
my God, you lit it up and yet it still stands.
Uh-oh.
The one standing next to Linnea will take bleed damage. What is the bleed, Friss?
7 points.
7 points of bleed. So it starts off by taking the bleed damage, and then it will attempt to do something to Linnea. Do I bite twice? Do I go for
No.
the grapple?
No.
That one's good too.
She's just saying no to everything. Is there any option you would say yes to, Ellie?
I'm gonna bite
How about-
twice.
No.
I'm going for the kill. Sorry. First attack is a 27.
Oh.
Against.
CAC.
That's a miss.
27.
Nice.
Okay.
Misses. Second attack is a 28. Double miss.
That hits. That hits.
That hits exactly. Hey, not bad. Not bad at all. One max die, one small die. 24 points of damage.
Jesus Christ. Ow. All right, but I'm still up.
If
I'm
I
still
had
up.
hit with both, that could have been close, over 50 again. But yeah, it only hits you once. Okay. Okay, they've gone. It is Callum's turn. Callum, you can only see one of them.
Yeah. I really wanted to try to give the other one some bleed because this one already has it. You know what? Oh, I'm so weak. There's so many things I can't do.
So weak.
I am going to. I'm just going to do what I was going to do. It doesn't really matter. All right. I am going to cast Puncture Veil. And tiny little microscopic needles come out, and you will gain bleeding 1, even though Friss already gave this bleeding. And
No,
I'm going
this
to
one
target.
doesn't have bleeding right in front of you.
Oh, it doesn't.
Do it on the
does.
other one. Yeah. The one right in
Yes.
front of us. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one.
That's
Oh, great, great.
Awesome. So this is going to get 2d4 piercing damage. Not a lot,
2d4.
but
On its turn, or is that 2d4
It gets-
bleed on its turn, or is this piercing damage and then bleed on its turn?
this is 7 points piercing damage. Then it gets bleeding 2 for 3 rounds on its turn.
Okay, great.
Every little bit helps.
Every little bit
Little
counts, and that would have provoked, but again,
But-
they used it on Linnea and it hasn't come back around to Linnea's turn. So
I'm then going to step out of the way and go next to Dax, hoping that we can get through this doorway.
okay, you back up. You hope that you guys can take this down before it takes Linnea out, and it is Seiyun's turn.
I'll do a life science check to see any weaknesses they may have.
Okay.
I have several rifles on me, and I want to use the right one if I can.
I have several rifles on me.
33.
33. No weaknesses, but they are in fact immune to acid.
Okay, I'll just use the standard old rocket-propelled rifle in a double attack, hoping for a 20. Here it comes. First attack is a 16 to hit with a miss. Right by their head. Second attack is going to be a 25 to hit
Against CAC,
against CAC, yes.
that is a miss.
It's my turn.
It's all right, buddy. It's all right.
It's all right.
You're going to roll them 20s. It's going to come around.
They're coming. Top of round 2, and it's Dr. Friss's turn.
All right, Friss is going to take a guarded step back. And this is the acid. I don't like acid. And try to pull off a trick attack. Natty 18
Yes.
on the die.
Oh,
yeah.
this thing is so dead.
This thing is
Gauging Troy's
Hopefully.
reaction to that, Steve.
36 points of damage.
Dead.
36.
Oh my God.
He's in bad
And-
shape.
7 points of bleed, which I don't think stacks with the other bleed. That
No,
It
but it
just
probably
supersedes
takes
it.
over as the new bleed. Yeah.
supersedes. So they're both bleeding.
They're both bleeding.
Good job, Dr. Freeze.
Doctor,
Oh my God.
good doctoring.
Big turn here for Linnea. Linnea, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, so it really worked in my favor to take out the attacks of opportunities because it made it.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking, should I
Very
do that
tanky
again? Because
move. Yeah.
yeah, I'm thinking I should do that again, but that's probably not a great idea.
Start
because I'm
running around.
yeah, exactly. Because I'm about to die.
Yeah, it's a tough call.
I'm gonna-
How you sitting on you're in HP now? You still in stamina?
I'm still in stamina, thanks
Oh.
to Callum. Thanks to
Then you're
Callum.
fine.
So I think. Am I fine? Am I fine? I think,
You've taken over
okay,
76 points of damage. That's a lot.
You're
How many,
still in
Yeah.
stamina.
how many stamina points do you have?
I have 97. But I was,
Wow.
yeah, and I
so
was
you're
full
fine. You'll
when
live
we-
forever.
Okay. Well, I can't tell if Troy is trying to bait me into doing something really dumb.
He always is.
I
Just
would never.
go ahead
assume,
and
yes.
assume.
Always assume
Okay.
he's baiting you into looking dumb. That's what
He's
he's
never trying to
do.
help you in any way.
I mean, I don't
I
need
think you're
help to
gonna
look
be
dumb,
great.
so I'm gonna. No.
You're gonna be great.
Okay. I'm gonna do a
Gonna
full.
be great, Deadpan.
I'm gonna do a full attack against the one that's not. Or maybe I'll finish the one behind me. Actually, I'll finish the one behind me. I'll try to finish him.
Ooh, little finish.
So-
okay. Full attack.
So
Finish
full
him.
attack against the one who's blocking the door, so that my friends can come in and play.
Yes.
Good
Nice.
move.
2 shitty rolls, a 9 and a 13, so 21 on the first, and 25 on the second. Nope.
25 against CAC or EAC? It's CAC, right? You're using the ribbon. Yeah. No, that is a miss.
I'm using the ultra.
Miss.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Oh, the sword's still CAC. Yikes. It is
That was
now.
really. Maybe I should have just attacked the opportunity. Okay, well.
It's now one of
I
their
can.
turn.
No.
It's the one right in front of the door's turn. To everything, turn. Okay, that one is going to.
Attack Callum. Who said that?
Let's see, what if
I could take it.
I could take it.
I can take it, Dax. Don't
Callum, you're
worry.
such a stud.
I'm so
Yeah,
strong.
this is interesting here. Linnea's easy bait. There's a lot of you standing there. All right, it's gonna step up. Oh no, I want to do 2 attacks. Oh fuck it, I'm just gonna bite Linnea. Here we go, 2 bites on Linnea.
Whoa. But you said I was great.
First one is 32 to hit. Oh, you're
Yes,
28. You're AC
Jesus.
28. 11, 23 points of piercing damage. And second attack is a 33 to hit. Wow. For 14, 26 points of damage. You're still in your stamina?
No, and I was. Okay, I have. Should I tell you guys what I have?
Yeah.
I have 45 hit points left.
Oh, that's one more full
You
attack.
can't survive 2 hits from the other guy.
How many resolve points do you have?
5.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But how many do you need to John it up?
Yeah, how many full? What are you at full resolve? 10 resolve?
10, yeah, so I need 2.
Oh my gracious.
Okay.
Okay.
You'll be fine. There's no way you die. Don't worry about it.
The
No
only way
chance.
you die is if someone rolls a natural 1 this round.
Or if Troy does 45 points of damage on the first hit and then crits on the second hit.
It is Dax's turn, then Kreska's turn, and then the creature's turn.
All right, I'm going to try something here. Dax, seeing that the creature is suffering from all the wounds it's taken, he's going to gamble on...
Oh, and by the way, I take bleed damage on that. That's
Yes.
yeah.
7 points of bleed. And Dax is going to gamble that this thing is going to go down. So he is going to prepare for a shot on the run. And I will fire once at a -4 right now.
Okay, and that won't provoke because you're running away from it, or
I do think it'll provoke. Yes.
you did shot on the run before and it didn't. Now it
No, it
does
did.
just
It
'cause
did.
you're
You just
it did.
missed.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So it will provoke.
Okay, you want to take my bite?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do.
32 to hit.
Hit.
Hits with a dirty 2.
A dirty 2.
All right.
God.
Not great damage. 17 points of damage.
Okay. All right.
I'm
I'm
rolling
realizing
2d10 plus 12 damage.
Okay. Here we go. One shot. 24 against EAC.
That is a hit.
Nice. Be huge if I can kill it here. If not, oh, that's good. That's 25 points of damage.
And it falls.
Yes! Yes! The reason that's a gamble is because I can only fire twice if I'm going to move between the shots. So he fires once and then moves in and will provoke from the other creature. Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll move up and stay ranged and just fire at it. And if I want to be a legitimate target for it instead of Linnea, but I know you'll just probably go after her, but whatever. I'm going to charge right up next to it, and I will fire one more time.
Okay, let me resolve the provoke first. Here we go.
Hold on, real quick. I just want to be clear on something. That provoke is going to be for me moving through a threatened square. I'm going to fire before I get there. So
Gotcha.
The firing doesn't provoke. It gives me a bonus to my AC.
So resolve your shot first.
Okay, so resolving the shot is a 26 against EAC.
That is a hit.
Beautiful.
Nice.
And oh man, that is the same. 25 points of damage.
25
Whoa.
points of damage.
Nice.
All right, you lit it up, and then I rolled a 30 to hit. I don't know if that's your
That
AC
is a
exactly.
miss. That's a miss. With mobility, yeah, it's a miss.
Okay. Great round for Dax there. You took one out, you provoked both of its AOs, and you damaged the second one.
And maybe gave it another target. We'll see if it wants to attack Linnea or Dax.
It is Kreska's turn. Kreska, big round here. The door is open. There's a big dead worm laying there. What do you do?
Kreska is going to slide back along the wall so she can get a glimpse of the second worm, and that worm is now going to need to roll a will save.
That worm will roll a will save, and I rolled better this time, 24.
Okay, that passes. You'll take half damage.
Half damage from 7d10, did you say?
No, this time it's 4d10 because I'm out of spell slots, so that's going to be... It's only going to be 8 points of damage.
That's all right. Hey, every little bit counts. All right.
Second level spell.
It is the creature's turn. It will take 7 points of bleed at the start of its turn. And it will attack Linnea twice.
I tried, Ellie. I tried. I knew he would do it.
It's too fun.
Well, I don't think unless he
It's too
crits,
fun.
I don't think he can kill me.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
It's just, will they be able to kill it in time for you to still have resolve when you go down? I need to hit twice, though, or crit for you to go down. Let's see. First attack. This is a multiple attack. Ooh, this is going to be real close. No, it's not. 29.
Yeah, no, that's a hit. Damn it.
First hit does some damage to Linnea. 22 points of damage.
Okay, I'm going to use another resolve point to take 5d4 damage off of that.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
5d4.
Callum, that is awesome.
And
Man,
Callum's
so brave.
Dementor style is just like sucking black energy from when Linnea gets hit.
And do you
Into
absorb the
himself.
damage, or just the universe absorbs it?
Technically, wait, let me double check. Hold on.
Prevent wounds. No, you
No.
just prevent it.
It's the universe. Yeah. Because there is one where you do take the damage.
Wait.
Yeah, I have that one.
Nobody take any damage. Nobody take any damage. What did you roll, Troy? On her
20,
damage?
I can't
22.
remember. 22? 22?
22. Okay. Just no damage. Take no damage. Because of my bodyguard feat. So as a reaction, I can boost your AC by 2, and I take a -2 to AC. So you would now have an AC 30, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Goes from
So
28 to 30.
that
And
first
what
attack
did I
would
roll?
miss.
I rolled
29.
29.
I
Yeah.
did. Okay.
So that first
Alright,
attack
I
would
will
miss. I get
save.
so little use out of that feat.
yeah,
but-
no, that's great.
Yeah.
Let's see if
So
we get to
I
use
have
it
a
again.
-2 AC now, and it's a reaction, so I can only do it once in the round.
Let's see if you get to use it again. You can be my bodyguard. Natural 2. You don't even have to use it. It missed on the second attack. Absolutely huge.
Brilliant.
Oh my god.
One Cernok remains. One has fallen. It is Callum's
Can
turn.
I do a... Sorry.
Oh, sorry, Linnea.
I was wondering if I can take a reaction because I took HP damage and laugh at danger because of all
You didn't
the
take
boosting I
HP
got from-
damage this round. You took it
Right.
the previous round.
Yeah.
So if you take it again, you can use it. All right. It is Callum's turn.
All right. I am going to look at that big old worm now that I can see it, and using my mystic powers and abilities, I'm going to swap out its heart for a space boar heart.
It's a worm. It has 9 hearts.
Yeah, I'm taking one of them. It's gonna fuck up its whole. All the arteries are gonna get real messed up. And you need to make a will save.
A will save. Ooh, you're going after my will. My worst save. Natty 18. Gotcha.
Which is gonna be a
26.
fuck.
Stop it, Sydney. Just stop.
Embarrassing yourself.
You're embarrassing yourself on the stream.
All right. Well, all right.
Wait, is there any make the save something or no?
No, will negates. I was trying to give you the
It's
shaking
one of those
condition.
make the save nothing sort of spells.
Yeah.
Your heart was
I've
in the
got a
right
lot
place.
of
It is my worst save. I just roll really, really well.
Wow.
It is Seiyun's turn. Seiyun, you came so close. So close. But now you can't see this other creature. What do you want to do?
Seiyun's going to need to get so close to be able to get a clean shot off it, and she has enough movement to get to the edge of the door and has a clean shot as the crow flies on this creature, so no partial cove, just a direct shot. Let's see if Seiyun can execute. Come on, baby. 19 on the die for a total of a 34 to hit.
Yup.
Oh,
Here
yeah.
comes
Nice.
the damage. An explosive concussive blast comes out with a 15 points of damage. Sonic, if it matters for anything, but I don't think it does.
Of damage. Nope. That all gets
All
through.
the gravel in the room just comes up off the ground and then back down again.
Of course, no one hears anything. It's the top of round 3. Things are looking good, not looking great. Dr. Friss.
Friss is going. I think if he takes a guarded step next to Callum, I believe he has a clear shot at the one remaining. He is going to try another trick attack with his trusty new pistol. Correct die. Natural 1.
Oh, what did I say?
Oh my god.
What did I say?
Oh, Friss.
Why is it also always Skid?
I know.
Like
It's
every,
like,
I feel like every episode, Skid at least gets one 91.
Yikes.
All right. This one is Justin from Doylestown, PA. I know Doylestown, PA, Justin.
Hey, Justin.
Skid, you might appreciate that his... well, no, I'm not going to say what his email address is. All right, here we go.
yeah, don't.
I might appreciate his blood type.
I'll tell you off air.
Its social security number is really funny. Starts with a 4, but wait, it gets better.
It gets better. Here we go. Just close my eyes and... As you close your eye to take aim, you realize it's the
Why am I
wrong...
closing my eye to take it?
I just knew. I knew. As I was starting, I was like, this sentence doesn't sound right, and Skid's going to jump on it. As you close your one eye to take aim, you realize it's the wrong eye. For every 10 feet away you are from the target, add another target to hit, friend or foe. Starting with the closest person to your original target, minimum 1 extra target. Roll an appropriate die to see which target you shoot.
See, I like
So
this.
basically you hit
I
an
like
ally.
this fumble. I like this fumble because it means I'm a fucking idiot that doesn't know which eye I usually close when I'm aiming. I like that. I like the story implications of that one. Good job.
So yeah, it's
I'm going
pretty
to say
perfect.
it's 30 feet away. And I'm going to go to
That's
the bottom
3
of the
targets,
worm.
which is Dax, Linnea, and Seiyun are all in the path.
Oh my god.
And so what, does he have to roll to hit each one of you?
No, it's just one random die to see who gets hit. So one of us takes the hit.
All right. 1, 2 is Dax. 3, 4 is Linnea. 5, 6 is Seiyun.
It's going to be Linnea. It's 100% going to be Linnea.
And Sydney, I'd like
No.
you to roll it.
No.
Just let's keep everybody honest here, huh?
Brutal.
1,
All
2
right.
Dax. Just roll it. 3, 4 Linnea.
That's a 5.
Oh no, it's Seiyan! Seiyan, that does
I
provoke.
also think that this fumble is brilliantly written. I'd like to join Skid in praising.
Seiyan, if you have a melee weapon that does provoke, Frisk firing directly at you, point blank.
No, just the explosive rifle, which will go off and kill both of us in a rain of giblets.
So wait, does he have to roll to hit Seiyan?
It just says it hits the other target, so
Okay.
I think you just take damage. I don't know if you would reduce the damage because it's not, trick attacked or anything.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
you,
no,
don't,
just
you
do-
wouldn't get trick attack damage.
Right.
Do regular
right.
damage
So-
against Seiyan.
You have studied Seiyan quite a bit, though. Well, more
true.
Nation.
I
More
would,
Nation.
if I were to do that, it would be awesome. That is 19 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
She's in the back.
Sorry. I closed the wrong eye. I always forget which eye do I close when I'm firing the
Doctor,
gun. I just forget sometimes. You
I
know
know
how
this
it
team
is.
doesn't want my backstory, but this is ridiculous.
I know.
That's
I
true.
know.
We really do need your backstory. I'm sorry. I'm
do.
so bad at that. Especially as an android, I'm just like, he doesn't think about things. And that's just a stupid way to play. By the way, that was Justin from Doylestown. His email address is...
Thanks, Justin.
Thanks, Justin. Love you.
Linnea, you're up. You're inches away from this creature. What do you do?
Did you say Linnea? Me?
Yes, it's just writhing in front of you.
No. Oh my god.
Can't hear anything. Stupid.
I will.
Fucking takes all the joy out of
It really
know,
does.
it's like-
It's so dumb.
You hear, you don't hear anything.
Yeah, it's like, you go to see that movie Gravity, and it's like they have all this crazy shit happen, and they deliberately like dampen the sounds, like explosions in space and everything, and people are like, it would make no sound. It's just unrealistic.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna watch a movie where there's no sound, nothing makes any
Yeah.
sound.
Well, there are ways to communicate without sound, as you know, with my acrobatic grace. Instead of diplomacy, I can use acrobatics to
That's
touch
true.
it, to change it. But I'm not going to do that with this swarm. I'm just going to kill it instead.
Simone Biles won a whole nation's heart just using acrobatics and not saying a
Exactly.
word.
It does sound like you're
Exactly.
using a communicator from a 1940s space helmet. So it's
Yes, it does.
Oh
your
no.
microphone.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
It's awful.
I think you should stop your turn right now and do a tech check across all troubleshooting steps.
Again, no.
What
Just
do you
attack.
do, Linnea?
Just attack.
I do a fucking full attack. Can you hear that? Can you hear that?
Yeah,
Oh, I can hear that.
Yep. All right. Here comes the dumb damage.
Can you hear that through your ham radio? What'd you get?
It's the
She
first
got
roll.
a 211. 21 to hit.
21 on my first. 21 to hit on the first, which is a miss, I'm assuming, but 31 on the second.
31 is a hit.
There we go.
There we go.
This would be so
40
perfect.
points of damage.
40 points
Whoa.
of damage.
Wow.
All right.
New record.
Still
Yep.
up.
New record.
And it's the creature's turn. All right. Here we go.
Wait. That doesn't sound right.
It goes
It takes-
Linnea. Well, let me see. Actually, you know what? You're right, because you killed one of them. You killed number 2, so number 2's out of there. It is Dax's turn. Thank you, Dax. It's
right.
Dax, Kreska, and then the one still standing. I've got a chance here to take it
yeah.
out before it goes for Linnea.
He's gonna go ham and fire 3 times. So go ahead and take an AOO.
Okay, just deciding if I want him to. I do. Here we go. I do. 34.
That is a hit.
Okay. Rocks. Poop roll. That is going to be, I believe, 18 points of damage.
Well, I'm getting that. Do you believe, or is it?
It's like the screen went black.
I'm getting low damage on these rolls. I'm getting lucky. All right, here we go.
It is 18.
3 attacks. First shot, 28 against EAC.
That is a hit.
Phenomenally high rolls left and right for the Dax. 2 9s on 2d10. I mean, he's just 29 points of damage.
Wow.
Oh my
Still
God.
Just rocking it right now.
What?
That's the first attack. Second attack is 21 against EAC.
That's a miss.
And third attack is a 25 against EAC.
25 against EAC is a hit.
Oh,
And then a 6
Finish him.
that's 25 points of damage.
25 points of damage, still up.
Oh
my
damn.
God.
Well, I think it's going to be its turn and it's going to die from the bleed. Don't worry.
It does
think
have
so, too.
bleed.
Yeah.
Kreska, do you have something you can do?
Not a lot that could help. I'm also out of range if I wanted to charge in, take the AOO, and try to hit it. So I think my best option is just going to have you roll a will save again.
Have me roll a will save. Okay. 23.
Okay, you pass. So let's see what happens here. Okay, you take 4 points of damage.
And now it takes bleed on its turn, and it has 2 hit points left.
God damn it, Matthew.
Bleed.
Oh, it had 2 points, not after the bleed.
After the bleed, it has 2 hit points left.
Damn it.
Are you kidding?
That's what I heard. And Matthew was like, yay. I was like,
I
what?
thought you were saying it had 2 points left
Yeah,
after
sorry,
the mind thrust.
I blew my load. All right, it is going to. I mean, so many options here. It's its last move in its life. It's had a good life. It's had a good life.
Has it?
No.
Tell me I've led a good life. I'm a
It's just
worm.
trapped in this room. What do we go say? This room looks like a place where they store raw materials from like mining operations, and it makes sense that a flagship of a major corpse fleet armada would mine planetoids that they could use for raw materials that they can use to make spare parts, munitions, and whatnot without having to fly back to base to resupply. What job did these Cernoks have in this? Were they partners? Or were they thralls?
What kind of equity did they hold?
Yeah.
Yes. We'll never know, because it's
Stock
going to
options.
die. But will it take Linnea with it? 2 bites on Linnea.
No.
First attack. Natural 4. Miss.
Yes.
Second
Good,
attack.
good.
Natural 20. I'm not even
My God.
shitting you. I wish I could lift
Nope.
this up and show you.
Nope.
You can negate a nat 20? Can you see it?
Callum reaches into an alternate reality, and I am swapping out. I'm using my alternate outcome, for which I get once a day, and I can reduce a crit for an ally in 100 feet to a normal hit.
That's pretty clutch.
Perfect
Alternate
usage.
outcome. So instead, it will be a regular hit.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Wow, I can't believe it! All right, here we go. A 1 max die, 1 low die. That would have been just a horrible crit. Instead, it's going to be 24 points of damage.
Pretty gnarly.
And now it goes
Oh
to
my God.
Callum's actual turn. What do you
All
got,
right.
Callum?
I am just going to do the tried and true because I'm so bad at also hitting these creatures that I'm going to do my puncture veil again and focus on one creature. It's going to be automatic 2d4, and I'm going to kill this
Which
big
is
snake.
minimum
Yes.
2 damage.
Yes.
So all these needles come out and just like stab it in the eyes.
I'll say that's enough. It's
Amazing.
done. It's dead.
It's so cool.
And the second Cernok falls, and you're left here in this gravel room with a medicinal case or some sort of case on the wall full of stuff. It's full of stuff, but is it full of the 4th security card?
Has to be.
Find out next week.
You won't tell us? You won't tell us?
It's going to be there. It's going to be there.
The world.
Troy, give us a
also realized-
preview.
Yeah. Troy, give us a next week on Androids and Aliens.
Yeah.
And do we see a bone?
As you go to look in that case, a third Cernok emerges. Eats Linnea like the sandworm in Beetlejuice. Good night.
Good night.